Bye bye. So I have finally reached my home, and this is my room for don't know how many months till I get selected in the PG examinations. After waking up, I used to do a 1 hour meditation and 1 hour exercise and then read positive affirmations to myself. I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm proud of myself, I'm doing my best.
भाई साहब कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं हो गया ये? मतलब कुछ भी.
Jokes apart, this is not some aesthetic room tour video or some early morning routine video. This is just how my day looked during the exam preparations, and this worked for me. That doesn't mean you should follow it too. You should try different things and find out what works for you. So, after waking up, I usually started my day by making a cup of tea for myself in this kitchen, which is not functioning right now. And while brushing my teeth, I used to look at all the notes that I pasted on the wall. So this is the famous or infamous wall that every competitive exam giving student has, and I pasted some ultra important topics while looking to the videos of Zainab ma'am, Preeti ma'am and Nikita ma'am. And I also had a timetable made for myself on this whiteboard to look for which subject I have to study every day, and I also had some buffer days for myself so I can catch up in the future. And I also marked the days when I have to give the GTs and when I have to revise some subjects, my weak subjects. And I made these notes by using mostly Midnight Express classes, some from my Marrow notes and some from other videos. So I used to sleep on the floor on this mattress, which is just below the wall that I've shown you. I slept on the floor because there was no room for me to sleep on the bed, because my books sleep on the bed and it's not that organized, but it makes it easier to find any topic I want to study or any short notes or anything I want to look up during my revision. And I made a rule that I would not stack up two books one above the other, because when I do, I come to realize I didn't study all the subjects and didn't revise, so I put them all scattered around so I can easily pick up any subject when I come across a doubt, so the doubt maybe get cleared on the spot. So after doing my breakfast, I used to solve 50 MCQs using the custom module in Marrow from 9:30 to 10 a.m. and from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I used to study the subject according to the timetable. I used to feel sleepy after doing lunch, so I just lay down and watch some free live classes by Zainab ma'am.
And basically you will have cortical calcification. Viral calcification is required as cramp back calcification that leads to refractory seizure, right?
This is my table, nothing fancy, just my laptop and some self-help books that I bought. Our batch photo, batch of 2015, And here are some old sticky notes and some gifts from my friend. Nothing much. And I used to sit on a plastic chair, but I started having some backache problems, so I bought this revolving chair, and it really helped it relieving the back pain. And when I needed some break, I used to play this guitar for a while, 10 to 15 minutes, and get back to the studies. And there is a balcony attached to my room. The views from balcony are very good during the rainy days, but during the summer my room becomes very hot due to the direct sunlight that falls. So during the whole day, and sometime it gets lonely here, so I planted here some plants. I planted 5 plants, but unfortunately 2 plants died due to the very harsh summer this year. And the plants are, firstly I planted the aloe vera plant. Then the second plant is very special. Its leaves smells like ajwain seeds. I don't remember the name, but it's a very good plant. And the third plant is the famous giloy plant. And I also made a cabin to simulate the feeling of the examination day, and I used to give all the GTs here. So this is the place where I used to go for evening walks from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And today is Sunday, so it is very crowded. And I used to solve 50 MCQs using custom module during my walks. To solve 200 MCQs, but I never did them in one go. So I used to solve 50 MCQs in the morning, then 50 MCQs while I'm doing my lunch, then 50 MCQs while my evening walk, and 50 during the dinner. So this way it doesn't get boring. And that I used to do a 10-minute meditation, which I'm doing for almost 2 years now, and it is very helpful in controlling the anxiety and the uncertainty of the preparation times. So let me show you how I scored in the GTs. So in the beginning my score was very poor. As you can see, 39 percentile, 50 percentile, 55 percentile. But as I started solving custom module and PYQs, my score slowly got better, and in the last GT I scored 158 correct out of 200, and on the examination day I got 151 correct. So it was fair comparison. And subject wise, the psychiatry was always the top of the subject that I scored. I didn't study psychiatry that much, but because I had interest, so I scored well in that. And my weakest subject was OBG, because I don't have any interest in that. So the average amount of hours that I used to study was 16 hours a day, which is not a healthy amount of hours to study. 8 to 10 hours are sufficient if you have decent revision in the past, but I had to study from the scratch, so I had to do it.
Question, if next step is asked, it would be PhD. No, again, basically, see, we have a very high suspicion of ILD, right? So by already you know that you are dealing with a case of interstitial lung disease. You know what is spontaneous pneumothorax? Something which happens in tall males who are smokers, which happens because of rupture of bulle. So जो बुल्ला rupture से basically pneumothorax होता है ना, उसमें भी follow